So yesterday was Christmas. I'm just going to show you guys pictures of what I ate. I started the day off with oatmeal. I just had some oats, put it in the microwave, added some vanilla almond milk, some frozen blueberries, some sugar, some cardamom. So I made sure that when I went to the family party, I was already kind of full. Because when I go to family parties, I either bring a gigunda salad and go hungry, or I kind of eat a little bit beforehand and then just eat a little bit there because I know there's not going to be a huge variety of foods to eat. So when I was there, first of all, before the food was ready, I pigged out on hummus. So there was a lot of hummus and like Triscuits and stuff like that. I checked that they were vegan. Not exactly the healthiest stuff, but it was once a year, so I don't really care about cheating as long as it's actually vegan. Because I will cheat and eat unhealthy vegan things like once or twice a year, like Christmas or something like that. But I will never cheat on the vegan stuff, like just for ethical reasons. Like last night we had some pizzas, like pineapple, grape tomatoes, peppers, and there's like some fake chicken on there. And I normally don't eat fake meat, but I just threw it on there because, like I said, once a year, it's not going to kill you. So that's what I actually had the Christmas Eve. So Christmas Day, like at the family party that we went to, there was like some rice and beans stuff that my mom made. I think it was like parboiled rice, black beans, some frozen mixed vegetables, refried beans, sweet potatoes, just a whole bunch of stuff. And then my mom also brought some just cooked potatoes. She sprayed them with a little bit of oil because we want to make sure that everyone there who's not vegan likes a vegan option, so they're not completely turned off by it. Because spraying it with oil will give it a nicer texture. I personally, when I make it at home, don't do that, but it wasn't a huge deal. Like I said, it's once a year. It's not a huge deal if you eat something with a little bit of oil once a year. So I had that, and there was just a little bit of squash. And I also just had a huge plate of salad. So I had one huge plate of salad and then another plate of that sort of stuff. And then I went back again for the rice and bean stuff. Pretty similar portion in size, but I forgot to take a picture for you guys. So just double that rice and bean portion, that's what I had. And then I think I came home, went to the movies with my friend before we left. I was just like sitting around, just ate a kiwi, and then I came back and I finished off the pizza from the day before. So that was pretty much what I ate yesterday. Mama, do you want to tell them what you ate?
Well, I started off the day around 6 o'clock with a big bowl of oatmeal with 3 bananas on it. And that lasted me for 3.5 hours. So then I had some organic whole wheat toast and a banana. That lasted me till we got to the party. And then when we got to the party, I ate the same thing you ate. Squash, potatoes, rice and beans, and a bunch of hummus. It's like my standard thing that I bring to the parties because everybody can eat that. Everybody loves hummus, so we can hook them that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we brought like a whole lot of vegan options, partially for us, so we have a bunch of stuff to eat, and then partially just because we wanted other people who weren't vegan to try vegan options. Like, oh man, this isn't so bad.
Not scary at all.
Yeah. So a couple of people were asking about how you became vegan, and you want to tell them what made you turn vegan and what your diet was like before that?
Okay. Before I turned vegan, I ate a high protein diet, which was heavy on lean meat, eggs, lean dairy. Like for breakfast, I would have a big pile of egg substitute with turkey ham, broccoli, and cheese. And then
so you had like 3 meals that you just ate all the time, right?
Pretty much. Well, I did. I also had oatmeal with bananas. That was a pretty standard, easy meal, and apples and pears. But lean meat and dairy, Greek yogurt, mozzarella sticks, things like that. Dairy, lots of cheese. And my weight hasn't changed from being vegan, but I'm definitely a healthier person. So the reason I turned vegan was because Craig turned vegan. And when one of my kids explores something and they're really into it, I'm going to look into it too because they're interested in it. So he was reading the Douglas Graham book, 80-10-10. So it looked interesting. So I started flipping through it. Then I was like, wow. Oh man, I've been doing it wrong all this time. It just the science behind it made so much sense. So I was starting to lean that way. And then he was going to the farmer's market all the time. It was a really good produce summer.
Oh yeah.
So one day he came home from the farmer's market with like 3 flats of peaches.
They were organic and local too.
And they were like what, $5?
Yeah, it's $5
a flat.
$5 a flat.
It was crazy.
It's ridiculous.
I love peaches.
Me too. Not as much as my mom.
I really love peaches. So, anyways, I was just kind of like leaning in that direction. And that particular day that he came home with all those peaches, I was like, why not? Why not try being vegan? It doesn't look that hard. Because at the time, Craig was raw vegan. So I thought, why not? I mean, I might cheat a little bit and have some cooked food.
Ooh.
But yeah, I'll party. So I just decided to do that. I mean, a lot of it was to support Craig in his dietary exploration, but also in his illness, because I couldn't have his illness for him. But hey, I could share his diet with him. Mm-hmm. And after I went vegan, Craig he'd call me from school, and we'd talk fruit.
We had a lot of fruit talks.
We'd have fruit talks. We'd have vegetable talks, and then this winter. Was this when you decided that cooked food maybe introduce
I don't know, that
some?
was last winter. It was because like the prices and the quality and the quantity was all awful. So
just became pretty tough to be completely raw vegan. So then Craig started doing the cooked food, and that made it so much easier. So then I started collecting cookbooks. Yep. I like to cook. Mm-hmm. So and that there's so much out there. One of my favorites is my beef with meat, the Forks Over Knives cookbook. That's a good one. Betty Goes Vegan, that's one I got from the library. I pulled a few good ones from that. It was such a big cookbook, it was a little overwhelming. But I really like my beef with meat. We're just kind of getting some core recipes that we're using. But if you're cooking for 2 vegans instead of just 1, it's a lot easier. And our family, there's 3 other members of the family, and sometimes they're vegan and they don't even know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're like just vegan by proxy.
Yeah. Making ye old pasta.
Yeah, so that's what the beeping was. Is that this or this?
The beeping was the timer for this.
Okay.
And I already made my version of fast food would be steam in a bag broccoli.
Broccoli.
Doesn't get any easier. 5 minutes right in the bag, and then you got
yeah, it's a steamable bag, so that's pretty awesome. So that's why my mom went vegan, and we'll see you guys next time.
supposed to